And you got that good hair, like you got that good natural curly shit. Don't act like I'm crazy right now. What is it, number 6? I know, man, you know that shit. Give me that number 6. I'm mad. Give me that FIFO. Give me that FIFO number 6.
Yo, hey, you do look like somebody be on that poster though.
Yeah.
You do look like one of those poster dudes though.
Yeah, just grinning. You want your hair like this? Yeah.
His ass on the S-curl box. Yeah. Oh, you know somebody gonna read that shit. Somebody gonna put his ass on the S-curl box.
See, Jay fucked up not recording all this shit.
Hey,
this could have been your podcast.
All right. So,
Back to
okay,
the ask.
we have a question from Alan. This is an email question. Hey guys and Sophie, first off, love what you do. My question is, how do you guys consume music after the initial album release? For example, whenever I listen to music, I almost always choose an album and listen all the way through. However, my brother, who's 18, creates Spotify playlists and listens to his songs, like, 2 or 3 different songs and puts them in a playlist. Overall, my main question is, do you guys create playlists or listen to the albums in their entirety like the artist intended? And what impact does this have in the music industry?
For me, I've always listen to a project from beginning to end, especially when it first comes out. I've always been like that. I don't know, man.
You never got caught up in that playlist era?
No.
I didn't either. I hate
Me
that
neither.
shit.
Because I think it's part of my OCD, like in the Napster days and stuff like that. I had to have it organized. Like I can never like just have a playlist. Like I had to have the entire project. Like even now, I don't like to put from Apple Music like singles. If it's not a project, it's not in my digital library. For people that do put certain songs into a playlist, I don't think that that's necessarily bad, because if one of those songs captures you, then more than likely it's gonna draw you to that album. Because my brothers are kind of like that. They won't sit through and listen to an album beginning to end.
Me either.
I'm like that, but I think it's just from the generation I came from. Like they'll skip around, listen to a couple of things, surface level listening, and then they'll probably go back. Especially after I listen to it, I'm like, hey, you gotta listen to this, then they'll go back. But I just think honestly it's probably a generational thing, and I don't know if it's a detriment to the industry. And
so whatever everybody started drinking and just started doing playlists.
Okay, that's whack as shit.
Please.
Yeah, that's
what?
More Life? Are you talking about More Life?
Yeah, because it was a playlist.
Yeah,
that's what it was. That's what it was.
Nobody actually believes that. Except Drake. He's delusional. Anyways, keep going.
No, a lot of people do believe that shit.
They really think that shit's a playlist?
Yes.
Who?
Everybody. No, a lot of people are.
You so like, I know what I'm saying, and I don't believe in that shit.
Nah, a lot of motherfuckers out there do believe that shit's a playlist. Oh, it's just a playlist.
You've seen people be like, yeah.
I've seen people writing about it, saying that he's
like think pieces on the new
absolutely.
playlist era.
Yep.
That's some dumb shit.
Yeah, we don't need no playlist.
But you said you like playlists though.
I do, but
Okay.
you can't just be coming out with albums and calling a playlist. What the fuck?
But if you like playlists, why not just do what the industry's already kind of leaning?
But then make a real playlist.
Yeah.
Like, don't make a one artist
that's not
playlist.
really
You know
My
what I'm
thing
saying?
is, my playlist is what I want to play on my fucking list. Because then I'm still gonna pick shit out of that because I'm not gonna like everything. So you might as well just call it a fucking album.
But why though? If you're not gonna listen to a whole Drake album through and through, like why would he do it? Why would he take the time to try to put together an actual album for people that don't listen to it like that? Say Kendrick, right? Put together like a project that sounds good from beginning to end.
Okay.
Why would he do that if nobody's even listening to music like that anymore?
Because he still did it. Like, why are we, like, for real?
No, this is a part of the conversation.
But he's done tricked y'all. And I kind of
Tricked
whoever has this mentality.
The playlist
If you have that mentality, but I'm not saying you do. Maybe
I
you do or
don't.
don't.
I
okay.
never did
Then
playlists.
whoever has this mentality, he's tricked you guys. This is stupid. He made an album and he called it a playlist. Like, let's just call a fucking spade a spade. He didn't make, if he was gonna make a playlist, he'd have picked album or songs from his old albums and just put it on a playlist. Like, this is bullshit.
Right, but what?
I mean, what is a playlist? A playlist are the songs that you really like, that you feel like hearing. So how can this be a playlist if we ain't never heard the motherfucking songs? Stop with this shit.
So how do you typically listen to albums?
I don't even know how to make a playlist.
Right.
I've never made a playlist in my entire
Because you ain't got
life.
enough space on your phone.
Full circle. Full circle like a motherfucker.
That might be true too. But no, like iPods have playlists, and I don't use them. When I listen to an album, I want to listen to it from the start to the end.
So on your iPod, right? You have every project that you enjoy, right?
Not every, but most, yeah.
Most, right? So you don't like every single song from every single album, right?
No, but I feel weird. Like, okay, so if there's an album where I can't listen to at least 90% of it without skipping a song, then I'm not gonna put it on my iPod.
So then what about the songs that kind of stray from that? You don't put those individual songs on there?
No, I put a whole album on there and I leave it.
Yeah.
So when I'm riding around listening to it, if the song that comes on that I don't really like that much, I don't usually skip it.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like if there's a song separate from the album, you know what I'm saying, that you like separately, would you just take that individual song and put it on your
Oh,
iPod?
like a Lucy song?
Yeah, just like maybe 2 or 3 songs.
No,
that you like.
okay, so what I'll do, and this is like the serious music nerd type of shit. So like, let's say if a Run the Jewels album comes out, right? And then there'll just be like this random extra song that they just release as a single. Or like, let's say if like the DJ Shadow album had a Run the Jewels song on it.
Yeah.
If I'm not a big fan of the entire DJ Shadow album, I might take that song and what I'll do is I'll just tack it on the end of whatever album had come out that was closest to when that song came out. Because then I'll just, in my mind, it'll be a bonus track. That's what I'm like, because like indie rap albums back in the day, you used to do that a lot. Like, you'll get to the end of an album and then there'll like be a space and there'll just be like a random unlisted track.
When a project first comes out, because I'm not necessarily against playlists. I think playlists definitely have a place, right? Like, because I have a
Parties
playlist,
and stuff?
Yeah, parties, when I work out, or just new albums. Because like you made a valid point, like on all of these projects that be coming out, I don't love every single song, right? And sometimes I have favorites. I'll take those favorites and make my own playlist. And I
do playlists.
I do playlists, but I have to listen to the album first.
You don't come out the gate being like,
exactly. Let me just say these 3 songs and just put it on the playlist, and then if I listen to this, then I like it, then I'll go listen to the album. No, I have to listen to the album
So you
first
still
and
listen to
foremost.
playlists?
My own playlist, yes. Like I'll make my own.
Okay, you
playlist.
confused me then. I thought you were saying at the beginning that you did not do playlists. I thought you were
I don't think he said that. Yeah.
No, I'm saying I got confused.
Yeah,
I thought you were saying that you did not do playlists.
No. I like playlists. Like I have a playlist for basketball. Like a lot of times when we get up, right, like to play ball, it's been a long time since me riding and be this motherfucker here, ancient. But I have like like I always bring out a speaker and I put it right at center court, like obviously off to the side, and I have a playlist. Like I got Jay on there, I got Crit on there, I got a whole bunch of people that I like. So that
While
way,
y'all are playing
while
ball?
we playing, we listen to music.
Okay.
So I have, like,
So
playlists
that's
like
like the new people mixtape. Cause like when I was So when we were
I was
young,
gonna ask you that.
mixtapes were literally what people would make. That connects. Now I get it. So I never really understood playlists. I didn't know what they were. So we had mixtapes. So like, let's say if you were wooing a girl, right? You would make a literal tape.
Slow jam tape.
Of of all the real like dope songs.
that's
Like
just the current version of.
yeah, that's what I'm
all it
saying.
is.
So, and then we give her the tape, and then she had to open it, put it in, and on the inside, there'd be all the names of the songs. You might write a little something in there.
Yeah.
So, and like when I would skate, I would bring a Walkman and have all my favorite songs on there, and now I get it. That's what a playlist is.
But I think some people just don't listen to albums and, like from when they come out.
Just
they just
period,
go
they just
straight
throw
to
them
the
on a
playlist.
playlist.
Yeah,
See that's the problem.
Weird.
Well, like I'll pick and choose sometimes because if I get 5 or 6 songs into an album and I'm like, damn, song 2 was dope, but the rest of this is garbage and I'm draining myself to even listen to this. I'm just already annoyed with the whole shit. So I'll just put track 2 onto my whatever playlist I got on Spotify and just keep it pushing.
But you'll listen to a Beyonce album through and through, right?
I mean, yeah.
What's your take on it? Because I remember like at work, you was kind of on that whole playlist little wave for a while. So how?
Yeah, I still am. Not the way that they do it now. I think they use it as a discovery engine. I think they use it to get an idea of what certain media companies or brands are listening to. I think people are interested in the curation aspect of it because a lot of people don't have time to be out here searching for music like that, so they'll rather have somebody do the work for them. Playlists were extremely popular at Starbucks. They used to actually sell those compilation CDs and stuff like that, which is basically a freaking playlist. And that's all it is. They've taken the compilation, the slow jam idea and made it current. Yeah. So, you know, for me, I think I probably use playlists probably the most out of anybody, but what I do is I use it just to manage how I listen to music because I have so much music in my library. Over time, stuff won't get played. So I use smart playlists. And around that time you were talking about, I spent a lot of time just figuring out how to use that shit. So sometimes there'll be albums in there I haven't listened to in like a year. Or if there are albums that I have rated 4 or 5 stars, I have a playlist set up so I can go and listen to those because those are like my favorite songs.
So you worse than Mike.
So you listen to the album or the
I am an album guy, so I listen to a lot of albums. So I have a playlist set up, smart playlist set up for my favorite albums because it's just.
Yeah, see, if I was to ever do a playlist, that's probably how I would do it. I would put my albums up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if I'm going out of town or something, it'll play this album, that album.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the CD changer. You remember, like it's like the CD changer back in the day in the car.
But
like
if I want to listen to that's the thing. It's not that often that I'm listening to digital music unless I'm in my car.
Right.
So I don't need to do all this shit because I don't listen to digital music at my house.
That's
I
what I'm
listen
saying, yeah.
I listen to albums. Like so, if I want to listen to something, I go and I put it on. So all of this extra shit of having to add stars and then remember what I star or have the thing tell me, oh Mike, well you starred this. I don't even remember starring that, but cool. How do I add this to this star? Like that's just too much shit.
what if you're in like in the house cleaning or something, and you don't want to go to your phone, keep going to your phone to change it to what you want to hear, and then with his system, you won't have to do
if
that.
I'm in the house cleaning, I have a stereo that plays an album.
Remember, but it's just one album. So what if you want to play like several albums?
Then I walk my ass over there and I take the album off. Y'all some lazy motherfuckers.
I'm not saying that that's a lot of that physical versus
It is.
digital conversation.
I mean, I have albums on here, so like if I want to listen to something while I'm cleaning up, I just put, I want to hear this. Bam.
Or if you don't know what you want to hear, it has a thing on there random. I do that sometimes. I'll just click that and put it on random and it'll play random songs.
And I would have a random setup to randomly play
The 4-star
my favorite
song.
4 or 5 stars. Or there may be a 3-star song
That's too much.
that over time that I might like. I used to think it was a lot, but it's not once it's actually
Once you set it up.
Because you're becoming one of them.
I'm a techie guy.
I know,
I like
you're
tech.
becoming
So
one of them.
no, I have a record player. I have 2 record players at home, and I have albums at home. So I have all this shit. But
You disappoint me, man.
fuck that. I'm gonna go to my computer, hit play, and listen to what I want to listen to. It's just
easier
a lot
to manage.
easier.
You're out of the club, Ken.
That's cool. It's a lot easier to manage. So like whenever I'm
I'm no
around the
different
house.
than B. Sometimes B will play physical album, but he just said that he puts his iPod on and plays music on his iPod.
But he just said that he's not sitting up there queuing and starring and
No, he'll do that.
But I'm just saying, still digital.
There's levels.
Whatever album I want to listen to, I'm gonna say, oh, okay, bam, play. And
See,
then
like
start-
there's levels to this
start
physical versus digital. You all the way physical, right? Or not all the way. By 85, 90% physical. B is like 75% physical. I'm like
99%
digital, and he's like
I'm
80.
convenience.
Yeah, he's
I'm
a convenience.
convenience.
And here's the thing, like
You are definitely becoming one of them.
No, I have.
That's the word that comes up every time. You're a fake ass millennial.
No.
he's the millennial grandpapa.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what they always say. Well, it's about convenience, Mike.
For me, and you gotta also understand, I have 2 kids running around the house. So so I went through a period
want them to scratch your-
where
How about you don't want them fucking up your records?
Right, exactly. So I would buy all these fucking DVDs, and Kendall was the one that used to do that, and the DVDs are fucking end up scratched. I'm like, this shit is fucking useless. It's a waste of fucking money. So I've switched over now to buying fucking movies
Just
from
download
iTunes.
I get that.
Yeah.
I don't buy DVDs anymore unless it's a director or someone that I love. I'll only stop it. I'll only buy. I don't have a Blu-ray player.
Yeah.
They don't look any different to me anyway. So, but if it's just a random movie like you, I'm not gonna even buy it. I'll see it in the theater, and if I want to watch it again, I'll watch it online.
Yeah.
But music to me is a little bit different.
But I have my CDs, but all my CDs, like when I buy a CD, I don't even open the shit. I'll just go put it away and like somewhere, probably in the attic or in the garage.
Looking at it.
What? Because I don't need to open it and play it. If
has
my
to
CD,
be- does he have to just-
right? Or if I go buy like an old fucking record or something like that, I'll just go put it away. But I have kids. My kids are not gonna walk around scratching up my fucking shit.
The thing is,
It's
if
just
I
not
had
gonna
kids,
happen.
you're not going into that room. Bruh.
Nah, come
I'll
on.
beat
Okay.
your mother. Just
No,
like Kendrick
Mike,
said,
Mike.
I'll beat your ass.
Mike.
You go any. No, when I was a kid, I knew you do not go in the music room.
You didn't touch the records? When you
Never.
Bro,
Never.
I always did.
They should have whooped your ass.
Wait, you never sat in front of a record player with records?
Not by myself.
So it was always somebody with you when you
Yes,
did that?
and only time I did it by myself is when I got my own record player when I was probably 5 or 6. My mom got me my own record player and I have my own records. I had the one record from Michael from Good Times. I can't remember his name, but he had Ralph something. He had an album that was dope. I had that, and I had this Little Drummer Boy album. I can't remember who made it. And I had a Stevie Wonder album. Those are the only ones that I had.
Wow.
I was not allowed to go downstairs and touch any of my dad's records. I knew that as a kid, because I'd have got fucked up.
Nah, I was able to touch all the records.
Well,
I was
hey,
too. I'd have.
That's why y'all ain't right.
That's why I didn't have that problem.
Y'all
But
should have got your ass whooped.
No.
So wait, so you put them in the attic?
I have to put my. I have to put
CDs and records or
Attic
just CDs?
is they're either in the attic or the garage. It
You
just
know,
depends.
oh my God! So you know that can destroy your records.
What?
Well,
Being
the-
Weather.
the heat.
So if your
Oh my
vinyl
God.
gets anywhere above 77 degrees on a regular basis, your shit will warp. Now, granted, you can fix it, but it's a pain in the ass to fix a warped record.
fuck?
So your shit, you may as
It's
well not even
probably-
buy it.
It's a lose-lose for Ken. Like if he puts it out in the living room, they're gonna get to it. If he puts it in the attic, it's a chance they might get
I had
dents.
a-
So
It will be a lose-lose for them. Because if
I
they
had
go and they fuck up my record, they're gonna lose their life. I'm gonna fuck them up. You don't go in that room.
Question.
Yes.
I don't have.
he don't have a room. That's what he's saying.
Oh, have one. Damn it! I don't have one. Mike.
I have
Feel
a
my
music
pain
room.
here.
I have a music room, and I would. Every girl I've ever been with, they know. Do not go in there. It stays closed.
Even your girlfriends can't go in there?
Unless I'm there, no.
What are they gonna do? Purpose?
Put some shit back in the wrong place. Like my old girlfriend, the one I lived with, she used to do that shit, and I was like, you can't go in there no more.
She did
Like
what?
she would take records off and then put them back in the fucking wrong place. Like you know goddamn well that D comes after C. So what the fuck is D doing in J?
Oh God!
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I remember one time I used to not
That's
talk about.
disrespectful.
Like that's a fight with you.
Yes, I don't get mad about
Like
a lot
she's
of
sleeping
shit.
on the couch.
Say what?
Like she's sleeping on the
I'm
couch.
not gonna make her sleep on the couch. I'm not. No, but I'm gonna go in there and be
But you
like,
would fuck up a kid.
yup.
Okay, Mike, I
If
got a
I
question.
tell your little ass, don't go in that
He don't know
fucking
no
room.
better. Okay, what age?
He'll know better by the end of the fucking day.
What age, Mike?
What age what?
What age is the kid?
How soon can they walk?
One.
Okay, now they can't go and open a
Barely,
fucking
come on
door.
now, that's barely.
No, they can't open up.
Okay, so if they're one, I should be watching them. So if they get past me and they're one and they manage to get in that room, open the door, pull the record off and fuck it up, that's on me.
What happened?
I'm slipping.
Just
While
like
we at
for
it,
me.
y'all should follow the Daddy Hip Hop account on Spotify. We're gonna start putting playlists up there.
Yeah, you do that.
I like curating playlists and putting shit together. I've always liked that, even when it was fucking tapes and shit.
So wait, is it gonna be just hip hop?
Of course. I think I want to switch it.
You can mix it up
I
every
want
now and
to
then.
be all just hip hop.
I'm actually gonna be hip hop. I got a Bump in the Whip playlist for all Patreons. So the Bump in the Whip level, if you spend $2 or more on Patreon, you get my playlist. Bump in the Whip.
Did we answer the question? What was the question again? I just want to make sure.
All that to
What
MP
impact does
playlist.
it have on
Oh.
the music industry? But he kind of answered it when he first gave his.
Anybody else answer that? What impact did you think you have on the industry?
Why would it affect the music industry? They don't buy the music anyway.
But you're not listening to a project in its entirety how the artist intended it
Right.
to be.
But how is that affecting the industry?
So that can affect that can affect the industry, because if I'm an artist that continuously puts out albums and you're not listening to my albums, you're taking 2 or 3 songs when you never listen to it and then put it on this random ass playlist. Why am I going to continue to make?
That's why I brought up Drake.
What I've seen is a benefit to certain artists depending on who does the curation. Like Spotify has the discovery thing or this rap caviar
actually kinda
playlist and
dope.
stuff like that. A lot of the kids
I actually-
discover new artists
So that's
through
like
that.
Yeah,
That
I
would make
can't
sense.
even lie. I
Yeah.
discovered some cool shit
Yeah,
on
that's
That makes
just how they
sense.
found the music. So if you put in there, then there is a benefit to be gained from that.
It's kind of
Now,
like that Pandora thing to where it's like, oh, I'm listening to Cunnilingus.
Yes,
Here are these
yes,
5. Okay,
yes.
that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Well, thank you, Alan, for your question. Don't forget to send the rest of your questions to our email, ask@deadandhiphop.com, or our Twitter, AskDEHH. Till next time, we'll see you guys later.
So bye. Oh, peace.